Hello, Winds. Welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're going to play some more. Whatever we call it. Meek to Peak. Peak to Meek. Meek and Peekin'. We're currently sieging down Crimea because we're mean. And once we're done doing that, we're going to probably either go to war with the Mamluks after releasing Syria, or possibly rent to either side. I don't care who. Well, it'll be hard to rent to the Mamluks because we're rival to them. But we could rent to Karaman, possibly. But he's about to die. So that's probably not going to happen either. And we're just stockpiling cash because we need to. We just need to. So we can brace the institution. And we got the fort. Cool. So that means the Great Horde now has 90 war score against Crimea, who is a Timar underneath the Ottomans. And I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Total war score cost for Crimea is 87%. So in theory, the Great Horde could actually full annex him. Don't really know what would happen with the Ottoman relationship if that happened. About to find out. Looks like the Ottomans are doing just fine against the Mamluks right now. Airman does want Condottieri. He's fully occupied. But our entire army is rented out right now, so we really can't afford to do anything here. We're more likely to try to assist the Ottomans. Let's rent, let's spy up on the Mamluks a bit. Maybe. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. You don't think there's any chance that he's gonna, like, make Mamluks release Syria right now, right? Before we've released Syria ourselves? Maybe we should release Syria now and go over the relationship limit so that there's a chance that the Ottomans might return cores to Syria as a way of punishing him. Mamluks are a non-primary, he's a non-co-belligerent, so the Ottomans don't want to take land directly. They shouldn't want to. They do want some land, but there's a few drawbacks to doing it. Number one, we're already behind on diplo points. Number two, releasing the subject right before integrating two subjects is going to piss him off because he's going to be aware that we integrated them. So that's minus 60 opinion with the new subject. Also, because we only have 3 idea groups done and we're about to start powering through some Nor, the subject's going to be released with far fewer ideas overall. I think I'd rather not. If he does something with Syria, I'll be upset, but Crimea cedes land to the Great Hordes. Crimea gives monies and is forced to release Trabzon. And we're apparently fighting some rebels. Okay. Crimea is still a... Oh, they're a march now under the Ottomans. How did that happen? They became a march instead of a Timar. Interesting. And Trabzon lives here now instead of down here. Do you want to become a subject? You would accept outright peaceful vassalization. Okay. I mean, if we can pick up a guy... Oh, we lost because he canceled the contract. That makes more sense. Okay, can we rent to somebody? Who wants troops? Miklaf. About Ottomans? Ottomans doesn't want our army. Because he's 804 ducats in debt and he thinks the war balance looks good. How about Karaman? Karaman wants them but can't pay for them. Akinlu would not defend the Mamluks by 2 reasons. Karaman would also not. Dawasir is a 1-province minor. Ajam is the guy to our east. And then Funj does not matter. So basically, we could attack the Mamluks and Ajam right now. More likely, though, if we went after Ajam, there's a good chance that Mamluks won't defend. Go after Najd, Fars, Hormuz. Ottomans defend Hormuz. I think it's just a war deck on Mamluks right now. Really like to wait for the integrations to be done, though. It'd be so much better if we could just get these integrations out of the way first. Release Syria before deck. Yeah, if we're gonna go after the Mamluks, we're definitely releasing Syria. He's on Tech 9, we're on Tech 9. I do think we're strong enough to beat the Mamluks right now. I just... It's also quite likely that the Ottomans will piece the Mamluks out and maybe annul some of their alliances. He might annul the alliance to Ajam. Ottomans are rival to the Mamluks, so they're going to want to weaken him, which means they'll strip his allies. Probably in the order of largest first, if he only has a small amount of war score. So the odds of him stripping the Ajam alliance is... it's possible. Swole up, PP small. Yep, regular insult's gone. We can probably do a regular insult on the... on Muscovy right now. Also, declaring war on the Mamluks is going to give us power projection, so... Alright, I think I need to stop procrastinating. I think we gotta just do this. I like taking really nice, easy wars, but piggyback war on the Mamluks right now just feels too good to pass up. Aki and Lucairman don't defend, so we probably focus all of our effort on Ajam, who has a 14 stack in the mountains, and a fully maintained fort here, and his capital fort there. So if we declare... he's stuck either going to our mountain or to our capital. So we park our army here. And then he's got to either move into one of the two forts. Whichever one he chooses, we go stack wipe him. And then we move on his capital, knock him out. And then we focus on the Mamluks. Ajam is not a rival, so we're just going to take money from him, probably. And Ajam's also only on... nope, he's also on Tech 9. Darn. This state is closer to prosperity, so I want to encourage him to go after the capital, I think. Park this army here. Release Syria? Not yet. Why release them now? Every month ahead of the actual war deck that I release them is another Diplo point we don't get. I don't want to release them now. Oh, Akyunlu will actually defend. Does that change things at all? No, it actually helps us. He's got a mothballed fort. Okay, the integrations are supposed to be done in November of next year, but we're about to run out of monarch points. Actually, no, we've got plenty. We've got just barely enough because we're no longer, because our power projection is big enough. Okay, great. Let's declare the war. We're gonna release now. Out of Araka. We'll be over the limit, but that's okay. And we will be declaring for reconquest. We are not gonna scootage this guy. Or are we, actually? Maybe we do. We actually could. I don't need him to be in the war for me to be able to use Reconquest. If you scootage, you can't Reconquest? No, that's not true. You can declare for Reconquest. We did that earlier when we did the Astrakani stuff. And because you can return core, it doesn't cost Diplo points. But, doesn't matter too much. Let's just declare for, like, Rabba. Okay, this guy's gonna move north up into our capital. Because he has to, he can't go anywhere else. And once he's done that, we will... Actually, can he go anywhere else? He can get into here and then go to Ahoy, but once he's in Ahoy, he's gotta go to the capital. He's stuck. No, that's not true. He can go to Joe's desert shithole too, can't he? 25th, 31st, not flat terrain. Syria has joined the stage. This nation will get 21 new ideas. Hey, whoa, pause there, game. Either on the 12th. No! Man, he snuck right through my zone of control. It's annoying. Syria, why you gotta be so disloyal, buddy? I'm nice to you. Obviously, we're over the limit. We don't care. We're not spending any money if we don't need to. Why not Aleppo? What about it? Why not declare for Aleppo? Because it doesn't matter what you declare for. And Rabba's the least likely the Ottoman take. And therefore the most likely that I will be able to get ticking war score from. Get Iskandar to fall back so we don't take a stab loss if we start this next siege. So this guy split up. I want this guy here. Iskandar can be over here. Iskandar is such a great name for a leader, isn't it? And a Thierry contract from Khorasan. He wants to offer his army of 9 troops with a 1 siege pip leader. Khorasan, our ally. No, I'm not gonna pay you. It's silly. Why should I pay you? Just want to join my war because you're a nice guy. Do we risk our leader to try to knock Ajam out a little bit faster? Feels kind of wrong. But maybe, I don't know. Yes, I mean, we are kind of... We've got like the horde mechanics where he's not very good. Like, we do want him to die. I'd really prefer to not lose 2 stab points, though. See, Lakia to us. Avaria's opinion goes down. Lakia? I just have a claim there. We're about to get the land anyway, so losing our claim doesn't matter. Yeah, the heir is an adult, but the double stab loss on Monarch Death, it would be pretty annoying. Oh, apparently we need 4 full troops here because he's got some idea that makes him need more. I don't think we want to do much with Akyunlu. Maybe we do though. Maybe we take land from this here since we know the Ottomans are probably going to want it. We just need him to not exist. He's just barely too big for me to be able to kill as a non-co-belligerent. Unless we got a province war score cost advisor. Talia, thank you for sub in. Claims reduce annex cost, so is it still synced? Claims reduce annex cost, is it still synced? It is not. Good point. Yeah. But it's close enough that we can just leave the pop-up open and it won't matter. I guess in that case, maybe we should have taken the prestige loss just to save the admin points. Moving into our capital, it's kind of annoying. Lots of wars happening right now. 99.4%, 97%. Sir Svan is under siege. I do think we need a general either from the nobles or from our tribal clique. Cav combat ability plus 15. We only have 4 cav. I'm running like lots of infantry, trying to be very economic. I think we'll take the general here instead. 353, wow. That's a leader. That is a leader. 10 prestige for 15 dip, yeah. Prestige is easy to get. Monarch points are less easy to get. Like Denmark just integrated Norway. We did actually still have them synced up. Odd. Oh, cool. We integrated a mothballed fort. Okay, zonal control wise, we do kind of lack some stuff up here, but this fort is good. We got states. Adding this to a state doesn't really give us much, but state slots are open, so Saratov and Lower Yik. I don't know, those both seem pretty bad. And they do increase dev costs, but better to use them, right? Than to not? Call to arms? Yeah, I see it, but I don't think we need Khorasan's help here. If we call Khorasan in, he'll just do work and then he takes some of my money. And I like my money. I want money. I really just want to knock out Ajam separate. I don't think we really care. Maybe take money from Ajam would be nice. Stop off relations with our newest subject. And if he's loyal now, we will royal marry him. He is not loyal. Shamar is disloyal. Let's stop diverting trade. Shamar, we should improve relations with. And Aniza, improve relations with. Aniza, we need a great power influence again. Shirvan. Our ally, once again, wants to offer us condottieri. He's not offering them for free, though, so... Oh, no, this is Fars, actually. Fars wants now to give us troops. And if you're wondering why we're getting offered contracts so much, it's because we've got a large treasury available, which is one of the triggers for the AI to try to offer you troops. Okay, honestly, I don't think now is the time to kill Akyunlu. We're about to do a ton of tech and ideas and stuff. That's like the main goal right now. So this guy, we're gonna peace out for money war ups and stuff. Come back later and finish him off. I need someone else to take a chunk, or I need him to be the primary participant so that we can get all this land for nice and cheap. Just make it nice and small. I don't need to worry about breaking the alliance because he'll break the alliance himself because he's in debt. That is Najd's army, rented out by Dawasir. Dawasir. Esky son of a gun. 4 development guy. And he just rented out his army against us just to mess with us. That's awesome. Yeah, forming the other country, I don't know how good that is. It'd be maybe good. We should maybe consider it. It's like we are at war with the Mamluks, and the Ottomans are done with their war. They did their thing. And this is why. Someone asked recently, why not declare for Aleppo? And it's because I expected that that could happen. Ottomans wanted that land. If they take it now, if this were my war goal, we would be unable to get a ticking war score. But because I declared for Rabba, I can get it. So. Okay, institution 1222. We're super close. Getting a tech advantage over the Mamluks right now might be really good, so I think we do take a loan. Do we have maxed out piety? Not maxed out. I'd really like it to be maxed out. But it's close enough. I think so. I think it's close enough. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and take tech. See if anyone wants the institution. Of course, no one does. $391 military powers, pretty good price for tech. Let's go ahead and take that, and then we'll take admin tech for 283. It could be even better, of course, if we actually had maxed out piety, but Dimmy or loyal, pretty much everything else we need is where it needs to be. And this is why we dev pushed. So we can do that, we can do that. Just took 2 techs for like 500 points. We get 2 new idea groups to choose from. We get superior artillery. And even though the morale will affect us, we only have 4 cabs, so I'm just gonna upgrade them right now. And the thing is flashing at me, so let's go ahead and take a short break here if you're watching on YouTube. Otherwise, stick around, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Or stick around, whatever, on Twitch, and I'll see you in like 3 seconds. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.